Hey guys, welcome back. We've got a product to review. This is the ExactRail GSC 42-foot flat car. This is an UP maintenance of way green. MSRP on this is $54.95, but as of today's date, which is September 29th, you can purchase this on ExactRail's website, www.exactrail.com, for $44.95. Now, these are available exclusively through ExactRail's website, so that's where you want to go get those if you're looking to make a purchase. So like I said, UP GSC 42-foot flat car in the maintenance away green. Let's go ahead and open this up and see what you get. Gonna unbox it right in front of you here, first time. You've got the car itself. You have the actual wood decks that users install separate. So let's go ahead and pull the car out very carefully. Problem with cars that have a lot of detail is you have to be very careful. And it looks like I've got some plastic to remove. So we're going to go pause and get this out of the box. So to keep this a true unboxing in my review form where you don't remove anything out of the box that's not on camera, I've just removed these two plastic tabs, which are extra sticky, that hold this car in, and then it allows it to roll out. So this is the first time it's coming out of the box. They did some great job with packaging on this. So I'm going to set it down here because we have black trucks, and I think that the black ties will kind of mess with that a little bit so you can't see the detail. We're going to zoom in, take some closer look at the detail on this flat car. I am all up in the flat car's grill right now looking at all the details. You've got the coupler cut levers at the end. The KD number 158 couplers are on the end there. You've got the air hose, as you can see there, that would connect to the other car with a nice silver tipped end. You've got, working your way down, a lot of nice detail and print along the side. Union Pacific maintenance away. These cars went into service in the 80s. You've got a lot of markings, the weight limits, other markings along the side, and they are clear and legible. Now, since I do a lot of these reviews, as I'm showing you, I'm looking at some of the small print here, talking about brake shoes. That is also clear and legible. Hard to pick up on this camera, but it is clear and legible, the very small stuff. Got Union Pacific, Roadmaster supply car, all that, because this was maintenance away. It wasn't exactly beautiful as far as how they printed things on and that nature. You've got the nice trucks, which ExactRail, they're black, so they're hard to see, so let's shed some light on them real quick here. Whoa, there we go. But the ExactRail CNC machine 33-inch wheels. You've got the ASF 70-ton ride control trucks there, as you see. And this stuff just rolls like a dream. It'll roll as far as you want it to on your railroad. So you've got the stepladder detail along the side here. Now that we've shed some light onto this, unfortunately I'm not in the best of lighting conditions, not having a layout up and running yet at this point. Coupler cut levers at the end, along with the brake wheel, which is not broken. They did a nice job packaging, and even though it's small and prototypical and it seems somewhat fragile, it's sturdy, it's put in there nicely, and all of the little lever detail attached to the brake wheel, it's just really nicely done. So I think it's really easy to see the detail on this when we don't have the GSC wood decks installed yet. Now let's talk about the wood deck installation for a minute. But before we do, let's look at the bottom, since it's also very easy to see the bottom of this. You've got all the brake line piping, air chambers, things like that along the bottom, along with, as you can see, the screws for installing the trucks, and the KD number 158 couplers, and all the bracing along the side. ExactRail really doesn't spare any expense or detail. Blaine Hatfield and his entire crew are very, very knowledgeable on prototypes, far beyond the experience I'll ever have, but just a great job. They know their stuff. If you ever listen to Blaine talk, you know that he knows his stuff when it comes to these prototypes. So a really nice job by ExactRail. Let's go ahead and get this camera back on solid ground and talk about the installation of the GSC wood deck. So the GSC wood deck comes in a separate plastic with this ExactRail. Hey, wait a minute. ExactRail's trying to promote their YouTube channel. But very cool. You know, their YouTube channel has a lot of good information. I'm not the only guy around, trust me. But anyway, you've got your laser etched wooden deck here. You can see all the nice detail there. Now I will tell you one thing. That's the underside, that's not the detail side. This is the side that you would have up. You see there's several different parts there. There's about 8 components just on this side to pull out, and then the long wooden deck. And there's certain types of glues you're going to want to use. And I think the reason they promote their YouTube page is because on their YouTube page it talks about how to install this wood deck. Now, in the essence of time, I will not install this. But I will tell you that most people paint it gray or weather it for prototypical operation, and then they go ahead and install these components. Now, it's not fair for you to not see what it looks like complete, so let's go ahead and cut to an ExactRail photo of these wood decks installed on this car. So that's what you have with the wood decks installed on the car. It's pretty cool what you can do, what ExactRail has done with these items. These come out really easily, but I would suggest not pulling them out by hand like I do. Go ahead and take some rail snippers or some snippers and cut these things out, the ones you have kits for. If you do not, what you may experience is a broken piece here or there, and you don't want that to occur. So I will go ahead and try to get these out and see how easy it is, and we'll come back after that break. So I worked on this for just a few minutes, popped them out of their area pretty easily. I did not use the tools you should use for these. I will warn you guys, you only get one shot, so you don't want to mess these up. Play it safe, don't be a goon like I am. But as you can see, I popped these out. They aren't glued down, but they're sitting down in their areas. Real simple to do. Once you have your glue job done, it's a real easy process. So not too long to do this at all. This is what it looks like straight out of the box, but I did mention that I believe the prototype was painted gray, obviously weathered from use. This went into service in the 80s. Another thing I do want to mention is this handbrake over here. You're going to want to be careful when you're putting these pieces in, because you definitely don't want to snap that off either. Well guys, again, for an MSRP of $54.95 and the available discounts ExactRail has, especially the discounts right now where you're getting about $10 off per flat car, I think it's a pretty good deal. Now, people often ask me, why does ExactRail sometimes have these separately applied details when they're, you know, the high end of rolling stock? You tell me, would it be easier to paint those wood decks without them installed or with them installed? You want to be able to weather them and make them realistic. You don't want to have to tape all this off, so it's really just a couple minute process. It wasn't too bad at all. Overall, I think it's a pretty cool item. Definitely something that those 80s plus modelers want to take a look at. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time right here on my channel. Take care.